Hey folks, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. Last time was a pretty big episode as we managed to get very limited amounts of space warpers into production and connected Clement Star to our network by sending them out to allow processors to be shipped back. We also made some progress on the mall, getting orbital collector automation up and running, and added a dozen orbital collectors to our gas giant, ensuring a healthy supply of hydrogen and fire ice. Now, before we proceed onwards, there's something I can't believe I didn't do, which I absolutely should have, given the amount of proliferation I've been doing on all my other builds. Somehow, I neglected to add proliferation to the little space warper mini factory thing that we built. So, I definitely think that we need to fix that problem, which is right over here. Let's see. How do I get to the mall? I'm flying down here. All right. Let's go over there and get that fixed up. So, yeah. We're inputting diamonds and strange matter into this. These can both be proliferated. Looks like I may need to move things around a little bit to make it happen, though. Let's see. I think I probably just want to move this forward. And then have the output proliferated as well. So if these come forward a little bit more, we'll need one line here for sure. So this can come over like this. And then I guess like here. Let's delete this for the time being. And then these come over like this. Then we should have the room we need to proliferate everything. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so those will be proliferated. We'll build it over here. We'll build the assembler over here to churn out the graviton lenses. So graviton lenses are made here. The proliferated ingredients go in. Then we'll have the output loop around, get proliferated, and join the party, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. This is just meant as a temporary stopgap until we can get green science up and running, but given how long things are taking me to advance right now, it might actually be up and running for quite a while. Let's bring you over like this. I think that's fine. Let's get rid of this so I have the room I need. Okay, so you'll come over here. Get proliferated. There we go. Okay. So we put one more sprayer on here like this. Okay, now we power everything up. Well, let's get the proliferator over here first. Let's just do something like this. We'll set the automation down to 1 slot. We'll feed out proliferator. And we'll send it up here. Like so. There we go. Looks good. Let's get a logistics distributor on here to request the proliferator. There should be something in range for this, I think. Where is it? There it is. 2 available routes. Let's get output done. Okay, and now we just power everything back on. Looks like maybe I can get away with just having one. Yep, looks good. Okay. What is the problem here? Let's see. Oh, I don't have output yet. Okay, so there go... Right, there we go. So now the inputs to the graviton lens are proliferated, and the graviton lenses themselves are proliferated. So we should get a major upgrade in the amount of stuff we're producing. So this is now going to be producing... Let's give it a second to get to the extra products here. Instead of 10 per minute, it should be producing 12.5 per minute. And then instead of... Let's see... That's enough for both these to be running at full speed. So instead of 15 per minute, we should be getting another 25% of that, which would be what? Another 3.25? Something like that? So 18 and a quarter instead of, I think we were at like 13 or 12 because one of these wasn't running full time. So that's a nice boost in the availability of space warpers for our network. Once we get to, we've got the vessel load set at 40%. So 60 times 4 is 240. These will be shipping 240 space warpers out to Clement Star, which should be more than enough given the time frames involved to support both the processor network and I think maybe one other thing. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to see how much they use and how fast they burn through those. But that is nice because it does mean that we have a lot of... We do have the interstellar network truly up and running now. This will probably last for another 10 or 15 episodes before we have to replace it with something bigger. Before we're able to replace it with something bigger. Anyway, let's get back to the mall. One thing I'm thinking about, by the way, is at some point we need to produce the frame material. I think we can actually get started on that now. We have carbon nanotubes, alloy, and titanium, or rather silicon ingots available in the network. Silicon might be a little bit of a bottleneck, but I think we can make it work. So maybe we should do that real quick. Perhaps we'll just build a small factory back here for frame material. I don't see why not. We don't need a lot right now. We'll need to scale up later, but we could build a factory here for some. Let's see what that looks like. So let's say I wanted to produce some frame material here. Let's see. So we're making 10 per minute here. Obviously, we'd like this material to be proliferated as well. I think... So that would be 40 carbon nanotubes. That would be the biggest, probably... The biggest, like, throughput issue. I think we could support 3 of these. I think so. Let's try to support 3 of these. So we're gonna have 3 inputs. We want them all to be proliferated. All the goods to be proliferated, rather. These probably need to go a little bit further. Let's get some sprayers on here. These are going the wrong way. Let me reverse these. Reverse path, reverse path, reverse path. All right. Let's do some sprayers. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll have 1 friendly little depot here to get proliferator going. And just make sure I can get from here to where I need to go. Not quite from there, but from here maybe? That looks fine. Okay. I have made a mistake. Let's come from the ground up. Like that. There we go. Okay. So we'll get some proliferator in here first. Let's again set the automation limit to just one slot. You will request proliferator from others. Very nice. There we go. Then, over here, we need carbon nanotubes, titanium alloy, and high purity silicon. I think we have delivery mechanisms for all of these. So, let's do carbon nanotubes first. Carbon nanotubes will need the most throughput. So, I'll put maybe like 2 slots here. So you're going to request carbon nanotubes at some future point. Let's see. Request. There we go. And then you're going to request titanium alloy. Of course, it's getting dark here as soon as I start working. And then over here, you'll be set like this. Just one should be enough. Let's copy you over here. Very nice. Copy this as well. Let's do outputs here. Okay. So you're going to want carbon nanotubes. You're going to want titanium alloy. And you're going to want high purity silicon, right? Those are the 3 inputs? Yeah, okay. Seems good. So one available route here for the carbon nanotubes. Might be a little on the light side, not entirely sure. Let's see. So we've got... Those are the outputs onto the line. I'm not sure why you're not getting fed yet. I guess you need power? 2 available routes for proliferator. Let's do our inputs. And we can do them a little bit more easily like this. We'll just shift copy this one after we set it up. Let's put down the output line as well. Okay. Get 2 more of these. 1, 2. Looks good. Let's power everything up. And we'll feed into this tower. This guy has carbon nanotubes right here. So maybe... You're not getting fed for whatever reason? Alright, so maybe instead of doing it that way, we'll just get some of those out. Since they're right here. Like that. Set you to carbon nanotubes. Okay. Then we'll do the output line. We'll get some of this frame material going in. We'll set frame material as one of the types here. Where is it? Frame material. There we go. You are going to supply. I will allow you to hold as much as you want. Alright, so let's power this on. Looks like 1 there and 1 more over here should do the trick. Okay. The carbon nanotubes are being proliferated, the titanium and the silicon are being proliferated. So these guys are making 30 per minute plus 25%, which is what? 37.5 per minute? We should see this get proliferated in a moment. There we go. I think some of these aren't quite done yet, like the silicon isn't quite caught up yet. It'll happen here sooner. Yeah, 12.5 per minute. So 37.5 frame material per minute. Let's output it to one of these depots and set up logistics because a lot of people want this stuff. So you're going to be frame material and you're going to have a logistics distributor on you. Provide to other distributors. Okay, that should get a few things up and running. Again, it's a very small factory here, but it is sustainable. So I'm not hand rolling anything over here. I think that's okay. So if we come back over here, we're actually done with logistics now. I didn't make any pile sorter, any automatic pilers. I don't know that I need those given that we have pile sorters available. So next up would be defense. Let's get into building out the defense network here. I would like also to get some additional ammo over on this side of the network. But we're running up pretty quickly against some space limits here. There's only so much more we can do. I might have to flip this over to the other side. So what is this doing? This is making glass? I think we can fix that. Glass into prisms. We can get a little bit more space if we move this over. It's not time to do it yet, but I might have to do it. All right, let's get back into defense. So first up is Gauss turrets. I don't think I'm going to automate those. I don't think I'm going to use them. I think we're going to use missile turrets. I think a handful of implosion cannons could be good. Definitely laser turrets. So we'll do those three. Definitely battlefield analysis bases. We haven't really used the jammer towers at all, so I'm not sure if it's time to automate those or not. Signal towers, yes. Planetary shield generators, definitely. At some point, we're going to want to set up a full planetary shield. Yeah, I think we'll start with these three. So let's get a missile turret production chain up. Start with an assembler. You're going to be making missile turrets for me. Okay, this is a 4-source input. So we will do an output here. Then we'll grab our 4-source blueprint from mall sources. All right, you come down like this. You go right there. Okay, and then you want steel, motors, circuit boards, and engines. So let's get steel, motors, circuit boards, and engines. Did I get that right? Steel, motor, circuit board, engine. Yes. Okay. That should now be in production. Next up on defense would be the implosion cannon. This is very handy. It is very handy, and I could see a use for it in the future, maybe. So let's build it. Let's just have it available if we want it. Okay, so you're going to build implosion cannons. Another 4-source recipe here. Let's do output. What are you not getting? You're not getting motors. 2 available routes, 1 out of range. Okay, hold on. We have a bunch of motors. I know we do. Okay, so it seems like things have dried up a little bit. We may need to go make some more motor production. But for now, let's just copy this over here to get it up and running locally. Provide to other distributors. Okay. So some more motors should be flying out now. Okay, implosion cannon was a 4-source. Let's get that down. And then you want steel, motors. Is this right? Yeah, steel, motors, circuit boards, and rings. All right, well, steel, motors, circuit boards, and you want supermagnetic rings. Okay, there's that done. Next up is laser turrets, another 4 source. Okay, let's get this into production as well. We're hitting a nice stride with being able to get these up and running very quickly because of all the work we put into blueprints and raw resource availability. So you're gonna make me laser turrets. Let's go ahead and get your sources set up. And you want steel, plasma exciters, circuit boards, and photon combiners. Okay, so steel and circuit boards we can copy paste. And then you want plasma exciter and photon combiner. Plasma exciter. Photon combiner. Very nice. There's laser turrets done. So next up would be planetary analysis bases. Yet another 4 source. Okay. Let's get you up and running. It does look like we need to increase motor production. I guess it's all being used for, probably it's all being used for electromagnetic turbines at the moment. So we probably need to go back to like Alwade 1 and set up another 360 motors or something like that. Let's get your output. You're going to make planetary or battlefield analysis bases. Okay. You need a 4 source menu. 4 source menu. I guess it's kind of a menu of items that you use to build this. So steel circuit boards, crystalline components, and engines. We can get steel, circuit boards, crystalline components, and engines. Microcrystalline component, where are you? Where are you? So many items. I literally can't see it right now. Where is it? There. Okay. We got that set up. All right. Seems good. Next up under defense would be... We're not going to... I don't think we're going to do jammers. We definitely want signal towers and planetary shield generators. So let's get those up and running. So signal towers are next. Okay, you're going to make signal towers. Let's get you set up. That is a 3 source of wireless power towers, crystal silicon, and steel. Okay. We are going to need a little bit of foundation here, looks like. We're almost out of space again. Let me go ahead and get a little bit more foundation going here. What do we have? 11 million soil piles? We're fine for that. Okay, so you require wireless power tower, steel, and silicon crystals. We can add the steel from here. Silicon crystals are available. Wireless power towers, I'm not so sure. I don't think so. I don't think we have a route available. We don't, so we're gonna have to go set that up. That's okay, we know how to do that. We certainly have them available, we just have to distribute them. It's all the way over here, so it is a long trip, but we can make it happen. Let's get a logistics distributor here. You're going to provide to others. Insufficient logistics spots. Yikes. Okay. God, look at how big the mall has gotten. It's kind of insane. I flew past it, didn't I? Where are the bots? Here we go. Let's make sure anybody who needs them can get them. Here we go. Okay, back over to production. I did pick up a couple things here. Let me throw these in there. And then we have a few graviton lenses. I wonder if I can't put those on the line. I think I can, right? Like I can just drop them here. There we go. And how are you doing? You've already sent one batch, I believe. Or maybe not. Maybe it's still working on the first batch. Okay, so we're already getting planetary now. We're already getting all these lovely defense buildings coming in. Fantastic. Looking at defense. Planetary shield generator is the last one. Let's get that up and running. It'll be interesting to see, once I get like 50 of these, it'll be very interesting to see what it's like to set up a full shield generator. Although, the power requirements are so enormous that I don't know when I'm going to do this. Okay, you require 4 sources. Let's get that set up. Looks good. You need steel, electromagnetic turbines, supermagnetic rings, and particle containers. That's some expensive stuff. I think for some of these I should be maybe limiting how many I get. Like I really don't need that many of these. Like 6 stacks should be enough. And honestly, I don't know who we're gonna be like, this shouldn't be a component in anything else. Like we don't really need that one. The rest of these, I think it's fine to have a lot. Even something like the orbital generator, 2 full depots worth, seems like a lot. But like planetary generators, I think I'm going to limit production here to just avoid like sucking up quite that many resources. Like 3 stacks. Well, maybe 1 line of stacks is enough. I don't remember how high they stack. Some of them don't stack higher than 20. All right, so steel, electromagnetic turbines, and supermagnetic rings. Let's get those set up. Okay. Supermagnetic rings. And then lastly, you need particle containers. Okay. That seems... where is it? That seems good. And with that, defense is done, which just leaves Cosmo. So we can automate production of matrix labs, EM rail ejectors, ray receivers, and vertical launching silos. We don't know what really these are for aside from the matrix lab right now. Let's see. I think I will build these last 3. Maybe not. Well, maybe. So we need at least 3 more of these. Use now. 1, 2, 3. Like so, I think. Let's get Cosmo Labs up and running at least. And then we'll see about the other ones maybe later. Alright, you're going to produce Cosmo Labs for me. Where are those? Matrix Lab. Yeah, make Matrix Labs for me. You need 4 inputs? Okay, but not that complicated at all, actually. Okay, let's put those down. And then you are going to need... oh, I'm out of some materials, so let me grab those out of here. Oh, let me turn logistics on, I think. That'll get me some of this stuff added to my inventory. Let's get you. Let's get you. There we go. I need some depots, looks like. Where did I put depots? Here's logistics. It's past logistics into storage. All right, let's get a stack of these. Oh, we've got some problems somewhere. Oh no, that's the unfinished buildings over here. All right, so you need iron, glass, circuit boards, and magnetic coils. Very simple. Iron, glass, circuit boards, and magnetic coils. Okay. So, what else do we have here? The EM rail ejectors. I'm not sure we need these just yet. Ejects considerable solar sails to integrate with the Dyson swarm. We haven't even picked which star we're going to build a swarm at yet, so I don't think we need to automate these. Ray receivers. It receives high energy rays transmitted from the Dyson swarm or Dyson sphere. We don't need that yet. And then vertical launching silo. Launches small carrier rockets carrying components into the Dyson sphere orbit to form nodes and frames. So we don't need those yet. We'll leave this for future expansion. But with that, we've actually completed the building side of the mall. Like, we literally have everything. Oh, you know what we're missing? These weird satellite substations. A wide area distribution facility capable of transmitting power over a longer range, thereby enabling broader coverage. These could be nice to have. Why don't we set up one of these? Sure. Let's set up one of those. We'll just get some of these, and then we'll have a handful of them to play with at some point. Oh, I've actually done this wrong. Interesting. Okay. I thought this was closer than it actually is. So let's copy you. Use now. You're going to come over here, like that, where you're supposed to be. And we'll make a couple more copies for future use. There we go. That looks right. Okay, so let's build some of these broadcast receivers or whatever they're called. Ray receivers. Why not, right? Let's see what this looks like. Satellite substation. I think I will limit this right now to just making like maybe a handful. I don't want to use up too much of the frame material because it's very limited. But you do need 3 sources here. So let's get that set up. Okay. Do an output here. And then you need wireless power towers, which somebody else was requesting. Let's copy from there to there. You need supermagnetic rings and frame material. Supermagnetic rings we have. And frame material we have a little teeny tiny bit as well. So frame material is right there. Okay. All right. So if we take a look at the planet here, I know it's in darkness, but like here's our building mall. Here's our automated mall. And man, it's like 40 episodes later, the building side is finally done. We're still not really done with the material side. There's more things we need over there. But look at how impressive it is. Just all laid out nice and neat. This geothermal power station kind of in the middle is almost like an emblem. The towers and neat lines, beautiful lines of delightfully full conveyor belts. Just swarms and swarms of logistics bots flying around left and right. And then like if we get a closer look here as we kind of hover over, I love how aligned everything is. The belts, all kind of like neat and tidy. It took a lot of work, but damn, does it feel good to be done with this. I realize there will be a couple more buildings before the end of the game that we have to build. But man, really satisfying to have finally got this done. Compared to the old crappy mall where I was constantly running around like, I need to put a bunch of this into this input depot so that it can make some for me. But I don't have any of this, so I need to put ingredients in these 2 depots. I have to run around and figure out where it is. I can't remember where I put stuff. Now it's all automated and delicious. And it's a very satisfying meal. Very happy with it. Very nice. Okay. We got 10 minutes left. It seems like we need more motors. We need more motors, I think, put into the network. So we need another motor factory somewhere. Probably on Alwade 1. What blueprints do I have for this? I have electric motor 360. This is probably outdated. We need 360 copper ore and 1800 iron ore. But then it can do it. I think we fly to Alwade 1 and try and throw this down from raw. So we'll have to find whatever iron is left on the planet, or we might have to double tap some of the iron. And then once we put this down, we'll have to upgrade the belts. And maybe the sorters, because we won't have them in our inventory. Let's see. You know what? I think it's fine. Where are we for smelters? We have miners. We have 50 smelters. 41 assembling machines. I think we're good. Yeah, let's go. Let's take a quick trip to Alwade 1 and see if we can't like slap this down real fast using our blueprint. Might not work out, but it might. Let's get over there. Okay. The next problem after we get this done is going to be figuring out what to do next, but I guess we'll just see if this works first. Okay. So taking a quick look at the planet for iron, we have copper there, a lot of copper there, iron there. We could maybe double tap some of this iron. Yeah, that's probably the way to do it. We'll eat this copper and maybe double tap those two iron. Where else could we get iron and copper? There's 14 there. There's a lot of copper on this planet, but we've eaten into a lot of the iron veins. Looks like we have some iron here that we're not touching. And copper that's not really being used. Why aren't you being used? What are you... Oh, you're just feeding into the network, huh? So I guess we could, yeah, we could come over here, tap this iron, and then some of this copper ore. Looks like some of it's being used. A little bit, but there's a lot of copper here. So we can snag from here. We can snag this line and bring it over. Okay, let's do that. Let's head over here from wherever we are. Where was it? Here's the iron veins. Okay. So we have tons of copper ore and iron ore available here. Let's figure out where we have to put this this recipe down. This blueprint that I built. Electric motor 360. It won't fit in that band, so it looks like it has to go here. What does it say? Inputs on right? Magnets, hold on. Magnets bottom equals inputs on right. I can't tell. I think the inputs are on the left here. So it must be upside down. Let's just place this down. Okay, there's a 360. We are going to need to probably upgrade all the belts because I don't think we have enough Mark 1 belts. Let's see how much of this we can actually build. Oh, you know what else I need to grab? I need to be looking at some technology here. Let's just grab something. Let's activate that and that. Maybe this. And if we go to upgrades, we can grab some stuff down here for weaponry as well. We can get that and this. Just to have some going. Okay. Let's see how much of this we can build. I think we definitely need to upgrade all the belts, most likely. Let's do that. So we're going to upgrade the belts 2 times to be Mark... if I can target it. Conveyor belt Mark 3. There we go. That'll help finish these belts that we don't have the ingredients for right now. Okay. And then we just need to feed in 1800 iron. Let's make sure we get all the belts. Okay. We're also, unfortunately, going to have to upgrade the sorters one at a time. This thing won't work unless they're... All right, so this part is not... I wonder if I should make another copy of this. Oh, it's really annoying to get in here and click on these all. Yeah, this is a little frustrating. Can I, like, area upgrade? Looks like maybe I can't. Oh, this could work. Okay. Hold on, this could work. Oh, that's cool. I can area upgrade without affecting the manufacturers, which is kind of perfect. That's helpful. Let's see. That all looks good. Oh, that's actually really, really helpful, huh? And in fact, I don't even have, for the smelters, I don't have any of the thing I would need. So we can go ahead and do that. I just want to avoid upgrading the manufacturers. Wow, that's actually really cool. That's really cool. Let's copy and paste this and update that existing blueprint. So electric motor 360 is new blueprint 006. Okay. So we might need this again. Let's grab it. So we want everything from here to here. There we go. Save blueprint. So we've updated the contents of the blueprint to use all the Mark III stuff. Now we just need to feed things in. So let's see. This would be copper ore. These two would be iron ore. So let's snag the copper ore that we have. Let's see. So this line is these two. I think that's sufficient, or maybe this hops over there and joins that. These two join up here. All right, let's grab. I'm not quite sure where to grab this. Right here, we know there's two together, so we can grab it from here. Let's bring it back down around and over. And we'll put it into the copper line here. So one sorter should be able to grab this. It needs a little power, apparently. I'm running out of sorters. Let me get another set. Okay. So there's copper. Bring that down here. Feed it into the network. Like that. There goes the copper. And then we need 1,800 iron. Which is admittedly quite a bit. So we're gonna mine the crap out of this. Let's see. There's... So 5 is 210. So for 5, we would need 9. We would need 9 5s. So we're definitely gonna be double dipping here. Okay. See if I can get this to work somehow. I would like to pick up that guy. There we go. But that feels like... We're gonna have... Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get that guy in the middle somehow. Unless I go like this. I guess 1 at 4 is okay. Let's see, where can I squeeze you in? Okay, there's 5. There's another 5. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And if we stack everything up with stackers, then we can get a little bit more. No, there's... Yeah, there's 21 iron veins over here. We can get some more from there. Okay. We're running a little bit late, but I'd like to get this up and running. So let's do some of this. Okay. Let's get some pile sorters going backwards here. What do I have in my inventory? Hold on. I thought I had... Oh, these are Mark IIIs. Yikes. Okay. Where did you go? Here? Did I put those backwards? I'm not sure if I did that one backwards. Yeah, the little icon is on the front, the side, the right side everywhere. Okay. So we'll join these up. Bring you over like this. So you're on board. You're not. It's so hard to see where this ends. You join there. Okay. Is there like... There's a rock in the way. There we go. Now I can see it. All right. You two need to come over as well. So you're joining up. You're joining up. You're joining up there. You're going to come around here. And join up here. Okay. And then we can bring this over to these inputs here. Now, I don't think we actually need this second line anymore. Or do we? Yeah, we probably do. All right, well, hold on. This line's probably enough for the inner one. And then we need an outer line as well, which we'll get from the other we'll get from the other thing. The other iron veins that are available. I think this should be enough for the inner line. Let's power this on. Should see a large amount of ore. Hopefully stacked up. It's definitely a lot of ore. Okay, so we need a little bit more iron, which I think we can get from this vein here. We'll throw down 2 more miners here. One like that, and one like maybe... like this. We'll join these guys up. And then we bring this over to that other input line, which is like way over there. It's a long way to run a line, but that's okay. Okay. We'll take it to there and then figure out where to go from there. We need to hop over here. Yeah. We can make this work. So this just continues along here over to like there. And I think we're about to have another 360 motors per minute. Yep, okay. Where are you? You're like there. There we go. Okay, there goes the magnets. Magnets are all online. And I think the production line is now up and running just fine. So the only thing left to do is take the output and feed it into the network. Yeah, here comes a bunch of motors. So let's throw down a planetary tower. Let's feed this in. Power the tower. And you go ahead and supply electric motors to anybody who wants them, including the interplanetary network, which I'm sure is very interested in sending them home. Okay, there we go. There's a... I mean, that took another... That put another 8-9 minutes on the episode that it shouldn't have had, but that's how quickly, with the power of blueprints, you can get this stuff up and running. I'm very happy about that. There's another 360 electric motors per minute into the network at the cost of, like, 15 minutes of work with the blueprint, and most of it was just hooking up the input ores. Some of it was upgrading the stuff. I did learn how the upgrade area tool works, which is very cool. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm not exactly sure what we're doing next time, but we've got a lot on our plate still to go, so I'm sure I'll figure something out, and I hope to see you then. Take care.